one place. Talk back with Anjaan.
Now, this is Talk 100.3. My name is Anjaan, and today's guest is a multi-time author, award-winning author. She's an author, educator, influencer, and life coach. She even won the Best Writer Award for 2021 and the Inspirational Woman Award for 2021. She's also been noted as the top 100 influencers in 2021. She's also been a jury for many, many events in the UAE. And on air with us is Sonalchhibber. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi Anjaan, it's a pleasure and an honor to be with you and on this great platform. Thanks for giving me this opportunity.
No problem. What I wanted to start with, of course, we're going to talk about tomorrow being International Literacy Day and the importance of reading and writing. The first thing I want to talk to you about is, let's talk about the importance of reading and writing, because you are a multi-award winning author, right?
Yeah.
And you've written 3 books and many other...
And 20 anthologies.
But tell us about these anthologies.
So, I've been a co-author in these anthologies like Ambient Heights, Misplaced Devotion, Colors, and I have collaborated with other international authors and even Indian authors. So those have been my anthologies, but my self-authored books have been like Living Life on Own Terms, which is like my Instagram channel also.
That's right.
And Secrets of Life Hacking and Sonal's Travel Notebook.
So which is the book you won the Best Writer Award for in 2021?
So it's for my debut book, Living Life on Own Terms.
Okay, amazing. That's fantastic. And recently you also won the She Writer Poetress Award, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And this was facilitated just I think last week ago, and you were nominated among 400 women from different
Right.
walks of life. So tell us about the She Writer Poetess Award and what it was all about. And this was for the UAE National Women's Day.
Right. So it was Emirati National Day, and She Awards is a platform to reward outstanding women doing remarkable work. And I'm very honored that I was among the 400 nominations, and there were 40 winners, and I was one of them, and I won the She Writer Poetess Award for my book and my contribution to literary field. So I'm very happy, and it was given to me by His Excellency Bu Abdullah, so nothing more. That's an achievement in itself.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So we want to talk now about the importance of reading and writing, because
Yeah.
tomorrow is International Literacy Day.
Right.
So in your own words, tell us why is reading and writing important?
So reading and writing basically, channelizes your, brain muscles. It gives you, good skills such as visualization, interpretation. And nowadays with this digital world, this message-driven world, and this fast-paced world, we all need to read and write a lot, because, it really makes our vision clear. It gives an, audience and the people in general a good mindset, and you can achieve so much with reading and writing. It should be encouraged in the youth and adults, everybody at large.
You think people are losing their ability to write because now they're just typing on their phones?
Yes.
Therefore, autocorrect is kind of
Yeah.
completing their spellings, and they're also losing their ability to read because now
Right.
they're watching videos or maybe just listening to audio.
Yeah. So children in school also, I now see them on the iPads because I'm an educator itself. So I see kids are always on iPad. Even we adults are always on our phone. But I think if we keep a dedicated time towards reading and writing, maybe journaling or maybe, manifesting something, or reading in general should be encouraged, because that's the way to go forward if we want a clear vision, a good mindset. Otherwise we'll be lost in this digital world. So I think we have to dedicate a time in the day, a deck space where there's a good view, good thoughts come in, and we should read good books and write something. I mean, it doesn't need to be that everybody has to be an author and write a book. A simple your day's journey, or what do you plan for tomorrow, we can do that. So
just even practice your handwriting perhaps.
Yeah.
Sonal, who's our guest, is soon going to give us tips on how anybody can be an author and anybody can be a writer, because you're an award-winning writer.
Yeah.
So I want you to tell everybody how anybody can write. That's coming up after the BBC Business Update and also some traffic from Muriel. What else are we going to talk about?
So we'll also talk about the UN initiative towards literacy and towards making the nation more literate, more sustainable, so that the labor force gets into the education zone and there is less of poverty and more of advancement in the nation. So UNESCO initiative is there to come.
Fantastic. Remember, you can call us 8008-1003. ये है हमारा toll-free number. Any questions you have for Sonal, especially if you want to learn how to write, how do you want to teach your children how to write, or if you want to talk about why literacy is important, any questions regarding this, send us a WhatsApp message 0586861003, or you can call us on 8008-1003. This is Talk 100.3. My name is Anjaan, and our special guest today on air with us is an author, educator, influencer, and life coach. She is an award-winning writer. She's written multiple books. Sonal is in the studio. Thank you so much for joining us, Sonalchhibber.
Thanks for the warm welcome again.
Anytime. Now, we asked you to send us any WhatsApp messages if you had any questions, or you can even call us 8008-1003. We got a WhatsApp voice note from Mala. Let's listen to it.
I wanted to ask, how do I inculcate the habit of reading for my children, especially when I ask them to learn new vocabulary or learn new words. Their answer is, we have autocorrect, we have Google telling us all the answers. So I wanted to check that how is it that I can, encourage them to read more, and specifically, to take time out of the digital world that they have. They do take time out, but it's difficult to encourage them to read because they find it boring, or they find it, to sit and take a book to read, it's difficult for them. So I wanted a few tips.
Mala, thank you so much for your question. We appreciate it. Sonal, what's your answer for that?
Hi Mala, that's a very good and relevant question for all the UAE moms out there. So as Stephen King says, if you want to be a writer, you must do two things above all: read a lot and write a lot. Unfortunately, in this digital world, the kids are addicted to tabs, but I'll give you some quick tips for getting them back to reading. So first and foremost, make reading a daily habit. You and your kids both have to read, because kids observe adults. So if we tell them to read and we are not reading, it doesn't make sense. So read something in front of them that will encourage them to read as well.
Maybe even read along with them.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And create a reading space, maybe a comfy spot at your house where there's good lighting, small library, so that children get in the mood to read. And you can take trips to library, take kids along, let them choose the book of their choice. You choose a book, make it a very learning and a playful experience. They should not feel they are doing something forcefully, but they should enjoy it. I think you should find daily reading moments in life. Like even if you're traveling with your child and you see a signboard or you see a board ahead, just tell him, okay, what's written in it? Just read. On the red light, if you get to see some signboards, tell them to read.
Need not be a book or something like that. Just get their eyes away from the gadget and onto the billboard or something like that.
Yeah, and you can reread their favorite books, be it any folk tales or something. And you have to also learn to engage kids at different stages. So read and Google about it, and I think that should make you go. All the best.
Mala, we hope we answered your question. Remember, if you have any questions, you can send it to us 0586861003, or aap hame phone bhi kar sakte ho on our toll-free number 8008-1003. Today we have a multi-time author, Sonalchhibber. She's also won awards for her writing. She's in the studio with us talking about the importance of reading and writing. Why? Because tomorrow is International Literacy Day. Don't go anywhere. More coming your way after the BBC Sports Update. Of reading and writing. What are the next set of tips you have for us?
So, if you're writing a book, so you have to choose a compelling topic, something you're passionate about, give it a good title, something people can relate to and connect to. Then you have to write your summary in one line. You can go through other famous authors' names, books, and you can frame your own sentence. Then you have to design a professional website wherein you give information about your book, famous quotes, book reviews, Amazon reviews, and then you can create a book page on Goodreads, and you can do some book giveaways, get affiliated with some good book bloggers who can spread the word. So basically you have to market and sell what you have, but in a positive, in a good way, so that people can identify. Yeah, that's it.
Wow, that's and you followed all these tips while you were writing your books.
Not initially, but then I got the grip of it, and yeah. Now
But you won an award for your debut book, so it was
Yeah.
before you followed all these tips.
Yeah.
And then you followed all these tips and you didn't win any award. So maybe
Yeah.
is there something there to learn?
Yeah. So there's learning is throughout. So let's
Fantastic. Remember, you can give us a call 8008-1003, or you can even send us a WhatsApp voice note on 0586861003. We have a caller on air. Let's head to the phone lines now. I think we had a caller on air and he's back on air. Hi, is this Vedula Shrikant?
Yeah, myself Shrikant.
Thanks, buddy. Go ahead and ask your question for Sonal.
Yeah, wonderful topic. I was just wondering, my daughter is 4.5 and she learned her alphabet properly 2 years back. And now when I was here, at the new parents, we are observing that she is able to read whatever comes to her.
Amazing.
So, I was worried, am I putting some kind of pressure? Though we have never asked her to read. And if it is naturally coming to her, how I should develop this, her habit into a good reader? Because I don't read. I don't have a habit of reading. So I want her to continue this. So what are the tips to do that?
Talk instead of reading. Fantastic question. Fantastic question, Shrikant.
There was my niece gave her a book, Matilda, which she read when she was in grade 8. And to my surprise, she could read a paragraph without mistake.
That's awesome, Shrikant. Sonal, what advice do you have for him?
So I think you should make your child, encourage her to read, and if she's reading naturally, that's a gift in these times. So you should really inculcate that habit and read along with her, read with her, and ask her which other genre she wants to read, and maybe talk about it to her friends, and just spread the word or promote whatever she's reading, so that or get connected to the author, write to the author, so these ways she will be a good reader and in turn good writer and good speaker in long run. So it's all connected. It starts with reading, and it will make her a very good communicator.
Shrikant, I hope that answers your question. Basically, what Sonal's saying is encourage her and be happy about it that she's reading.
Yeah, of course. Just scared that I'm not probably not want to.
No, this is unnecessary fear you're having. She loves to read, so let her read, okay?
Yeah, so
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. On air with us, we have Kishore now. How are you doing this evening?
Hello, hi, wonderful. I've been following the show from the beginning, and ma'am, you made some very valid points, and I'm really happy about that. There's this one particular point that you made. I had a counter to that, and I wanted to ask you a question on that.
Let's go.
So you mentioned that what UAE and UAE's population really needs right now is literacy to get them out of poverty. Now the statistics of UAE, the demographics is that there's 70% locals and the remaining 83% does.
Hey, Kishore, actually she didn't say UAE, she said world population. This is the United Nations World Literacy Day tomorrow. So we're just not talking about UAE, we're talking about how around the world everybody should increase their literacy. And in fact, what I will do is I'll connect you with Sonal offline and you can have this discussion with her. Does that sound cool?
Yes.
Cool, man, because I think you got the facts there wrong. But appreciate it. Thanks so much for calling in, buddy.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, on that note, Sonal, before you leave, you can tell us what you had in mind about World Literacy Day tomorrow, which is International Literacy Day.
So I'll talk about the UNESCO Initiative, which is Literacy Initiative for 2030, where they are encouraging the youth and the adults to be literate. So they are encouraging good literacy rate and good education from formal years, childhood education, and then they are coming up with a lot of programs for adults and youth to get engaged into being literate and spreading the educational policy. And they have the policy itself, education for all. So they are aiming for a literate and sustainable society, and I think it's a great initiative, and we should all encourage the reading and be literate and spread this awareness among people, to grow, to be literate, and just support our country and UN and its initiatives.
That's right. No matter literacy in any language,
Right.
just encourage literacy. That's
Yeah.
what the International Literacy Day says. Sonalchhibber, thank you so much for dropping by the studios. It was a
Thank
pleasure having you, and thank you for sharing all your tips on how people can become better writers and how they can maybe even win an award like you did. Appreciate it.
Thank
for
you so
dropping by.
much, Anjaan. It's a pleasure. Bye.